Buenas noches, or at least that's what it is right now as I'm recording. Oh man, it's been quite the gap since I last made an e-journal. Not that I have any viewers on them, but hey, one could dream. So anyways, this is the project I've been working on. If you can view the first one, but it's not really something to look at. There was some problems recording. My resolution was horrible on it while on my open broadcast system. So it was just a mess. Matter of fact, I wrote messages because I decided not to use voice, and I ended up just putting in closed captions because I'll go and watch it, and it's just messed up. All right, so anyways, this is Project UniFyre, and you see this because there's only weakness in division. And just a little context, this is basically an application that I was trying to develop. Of course, it's a long-term project. It's not going to become a national sensation overnight. It may not ever. It's a project that I've been wanting to work on, and it's about a subject or topic that I've concerned with for about the past 2 years. So basically, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. I would probably put something like in this area. You can click on that now, and it'll skip forward to really nitty gritty. But just stick around. Don't click right there if you want to, a little bit of context. So I'll wait on that. Oh, he decided to stay. Okay, so basically this right here is, I'm gonna exit out of that. This right here is the old, and this is all based on a simple, this is just design, basically on how I wanted to have this go down. And alright, so have you ever been on a website? If you're a student, most likely you have, but there's these two platforms like Kahoot or Quizlet Live, where a teacher would host a party. She would have her own code, and then students would put in that code, and they'll be put in the server that teacher's hosting. And this is kind of what like this is, except instead of answering questions or any trivia-based action, it's more of a get-together. So I haven't really explained what this really is. So imagine, you're a student, and your teacher has you and a group of students get together, and you're supposed to combine what you view on society, your political beliefs, and mesh them together. So I'm going to hit run here, and say you were the teacher who was hosting. We're going to imagine a setting where it's a teacher hosting a group of students, and they're doing this as a social project. So the teacher would do start session, put their name, teacher, tech, doesn't matter, and they would put a password, passcode. The confirm button doesn't work, of course. This was just for design. So if you were a student, you would put in that same password, and they don't put their name because their name is anonymous. I was going to actually put a name here so that the teacher could see who's all grouped together, but I just didn't put it in. Like I said, it was a mess. The first video I made, oh my god, it's horrible. About UniFyre, you would have to watch the first video to sort of know why I put this here. It was that was stressful. It's kind of humorous now, but right then I was trying to record, and it just happened again. So let's hit back on that, and That's pretty much it. It's nothing to look at. And I was like, I'm not going with this. I'm just X out of it. Get that out. I want to hit X. I'm gonna collapse this entire project. I'm actually going to, yeah, collapse all that. I'm gonna open this up. This is actually what I'm building off of now. I call it the beta just because it's what I'm not using. So this is the real deal over here. So I'll go to my source packages, open that up. And mainframe, this is off of jFrame. So here we are. Project UniFyre, because there's only weakness in division. So basically what the plan here is I wanted to take a picture of this, I'll explain that later. Look at this guy over here. So I made this logo, and this is, let it pop up. This is going to be the icon of the application. I already made an ICO of it, so I have a PNG file of it. I think I have a JPEG, or no, that's PNG. I think I have a JPEG somewhere of this where I built off of, but I also have an ICO, which I'm going to, not that one, but I could change. I can't talk. So this is the logo I want to put in, and I want this to look professional, so I'm going to put it in this area. But exactly how do I do that? Well, it all starts with a new package where I would store my images. So this is where everything is located. It's in the UniFyre package. I'm going to right click on that, go to new Java package. Click on that, and I'm going to rename it. And by the way, if you don't see the folder dot and there's something wrong going on. You can call it whatever you like. I'm going to call it images, for obvious reasons. It's, better labeling in my opinion, pretty much in everybody's opinion. But I'm not going to judge if you want to call it something else. So I'm going to finish that, and there we go. There's our another package. But wait, we need to have some images in there. So I'm going to just box that up. I'm going to take this PNG. I'm going to move it, and just see if it's in there. Yes, it is. So, all right. How do I get this over here now? You may notice it's really shaky. There's not much of a thing to put here that could put an image, but actually a good way is to get like a label. We're going to go to properties, and it's most likely, it actually is right here. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. In this case it is, but just in case if it's not, you can go to these three dots and you can go over here. So sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It's just, it does what it wants to do. So if it's not there at first, you just hit the dots to the side, and the reason why it does this is because it's coming off of the same package folder that everything else is affiliated with. So it all interconnects, and it's just a beautiful view. I like it. Okay. This is right here. No worries, just take that off. And here we go. So our photos right here, it's a PNG, so it's not going to have that a white background like this or be separated. Matter of fact, it'll look something like this. You see, no biggie. I think it's cut off. No, that's how it is. So I'm going to format this the way I want to. There could be an option on how to wrap text. I never really looked into it. Like I said, it's been a crazy week for me so far. Starting senior year and everything. So we're going to put this over here. So say you open the app, and that's what you first see. I want to change this background. this is my second take, actually. It's crazy. So I'm going to end it right here. And actually, no. I'm going to put a button right here. And what I'm going to do with that button is what I want to do right now is it's probably not going to stay like this forever, but have a start to where it'll change its variable name to start button. And what exactly am I going to do from here? Nothing. I'm going to end it right here. I just wanted to put that button because it was driving me insane. I needed a button. Button. So it's pretty mediocre journal, but this is how you would put your images into your application that you're creating based on, exactly what image you want to put in there. You would create the package, get a label, and then you would make that your icon as such. So I'll get back to on the third journal when I can, and if you are watching, you're a real one. Muchas gracias. Have a good one.